Okay, so these ones are pretty interesting because you might look at it and see, oh, and say, oh, I don't see two similar figures here, but there actually are. There are two triangles here. There's a smaller triangle and the bigger triangle. So let's just redraw it so you can see it a little bit better. So let's start with the smaller one. This is DEC, and for EC we have 3 meters, and then for DE we have 2 meters. Okay, now we have the bigger triangle. So that's going to be triangle ABC. So from B to C, our measurement is actually x plus 3m. All right, so we got x plus 3. And then from A to B is just 8. And then we don't know AC. Okay? All right, so we have to figure out what x is. But keep in mind, x is not the full distance here. X is the distance from B to E, not from B to C. Okay, so let's start by just setting up some proportions and we'll work through this. So we have 2 for the smaller and then 8 for the bigger. So I'm doing all of my smaller numbers at the top and my bigger numbers at the bottom. So that would be 3 up here, and then at the bottom here I should have x plus 3. Okay, so instead of putting x plus 3 though, well, actually, I'm gonna leave this here for now because I'm gonna show you that you could actually solve this through cross multiplication. But let's just say that instead of putting x plus 3, we're just gonna put BC. We're gonna put the distance BC. So we got 2/3, 2/8 is equal to 3 over whatever BC is. The reason why I'm doing this is because BC is not just one number. We have x plus 3. Okay. Now, let's see if there's a proportional relationship here. I could do 2 times 1.5 to equals to 3. So let's multiply that by 1.5. So then we got 8 times 1.5. So we could see that BC is going to be equal to 12. Okay, BC is equal to 12. Now, I want you guys to notice as well that for proportions, it's proportional either way. So I could have multiplied here by 1.5, but notice you could also multiply this right here times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So we could do the same thing times 4. So 3 times 4 is going to be equal to 12. So we know that BC is going to be equal to 12, right? But the thing is, we're not asking about BC. I want to know what x is equal to. Okay? So BC is equal to x plus 3. We know that BC is 12, so 12 is going to be equal to x plus 3. Minus 3 on each side, minus 3. Then we see that x is going to be equal to 9. So in this situation, x is equal to 9. Now, I did say at first, if you want to just do the x plus 3, we could have done the cross product. So this is what that looks like. X plus 3 equals 3, and then x plus 3. So if we multiply this right here, we get 2x plus 3, and then 8 times 3 is going to be 24. So we have 2x plus 6 equals 24, minus 6, 2x is going to be equal to 18 divided by 2, so x is equal to 9. So you still get the same answer here. Okay? So if you know the cross product and you know your distributive property, this might be easier, but if not, just do the regular thing, find BC, and then subtract 3 from that amount. Okay? So this one's another interesting one. I put marks here to show that this side is congruent to this side, or this angle is congruent to that angle. Okay, so with that in mind, let me go ahead and draw the bigger one. So this is the one to the left. As you can see here, we have 2 triangles and they are similar. Alright, so we have H here, then we have F, then we have G, and then 7.5 inches, and then we have X here as well. Okay, now keep in mind, I did say that these two are congruent. So I and H must match. So I is actually down here. That means J is here and G is here. Okay? Just because I said at the beginning the I's and the H's match. Now, this is going to be 5 inches, and then I need GJ. this is side GJ here, which is 3 inches. Okay, so it looks like I have all that I need. I have 2 knowns and then a known and an unknown. So I could go ahead and set up a proportion. Let's do the smaller one on top. So we got 3 and then 7.5 here. And then we have 5 and x. Okay, so what number times 3 will equal to 5? I don't know that off the top of my head. All right, so if we take 7.5, right, and divide it by 3, we get 2.5. So I could actually multiply this by 2.5. So I'm going to do the same here, multiply by 2.5. So 2.5 multiplied by 5 is going to give me 12.5. So x is going to be equal to 12.5 inches. Okay. If you didn't know scale factors there, you could do cross multiplication. So 3 times x is going to be 3x. And then we have 7.5 times 5, which is going to give us a value of 37.5. Then divided by 3, x is equal to 12.5 inches. So what I really want to show you and what I really want to stress is that you can solve these multiple ways as long as you set up the proportion correctly. But if you're not setting up proportions and you're not setting up portions correctly, this is going to be more difficult for you because you don't have that set up. Okay, that's it.